Hello everyone, I'm Cloud and welcome to Anime No Mi. In today's video we will do a full and detailed analysis of all the leaks from chapter 1027 of the One Piece manga, where we have Luffy finally leading the confrontation against Kaido and taking full responsibility for defeating the Emperor of the Sea. We also have more battles going on with his companions. Zoro will show more of his true power, so I already count on his support a lot to leave your like in the video and also to subscribe here in the channel if you haven't been subscribed yet. Now let's go to the video. Guys, as we saw during the last events of the manga, Momonosuke finally became a gigantic dragon and went with Luffy to face Kaido again, which caught the attention of all the other pirates who were participating in the battle in Onigashima. King and Queen were surprised by the appearance of a gigantic pink dragon carrying the Straw Hat Pirate on its back, and with all that, they immediately went on to say that that dragon is definitely an enemy, and this is extremely important for leaks of today. After all, the two now want to end their confrontations as soon as possible in case something happens. We saw that Momonosuke had worked up the courage to face Kaido, or at least to bite him, while Yamato feared what could happen to him if he really kept going after the leader of the Pirates of the Beasts. After all, Kaido was getting furious with the young samurai, but everything changes when even before Kaido manages to fight back, Luffy takes the lead in the matchup again, hitting Kaido and then asking all of his companions in that matchup to let him face the Sea Emperor alone. He would face Kaido in a one-on-one battle. That further motivated all the samurai and also the pirates who were participating in the confrontation, motivated everyone to keep fighting, and obviously infuriated Kaido even more, knowing that the rookie pirate decided to challenge him. Kaido questioned if Luffy believed in his chances, and the Straw Hat surely believed. From then on we went on with a great presentation of powers involving the Conqueror's Haki, mainly its use in advanced form, a feature that few users can achieve, but those who can use the King's Haki in an advanced way become incredibly powerful. And we move on to chapter 1027, which was titled as A Danger Beyond Imagination, with Luffy continuing his battle against Kaido, and now asking Yamato to help Momonosuke and let him continue facing the leader of the Beast Pirates alone. Now that Luffy really understands how to truly use the power of the Conqueror's Haki, he knows that the possibility of beating Kaido is real. Not only that, he also understands that in that matchup he is the only one who can really face the Yonko. But following, Yamato soon realizes what Luffy planned for that confrontation. Accepting his request, Yamato knew that Luffy wanted to face Kaido in a 1-versus-1 battle, and that way, everyone who believed in the Straw Hat Pirate, they should let him face the Emperor. Yamato then goes to Momonosuke and starts talking to the young samurai about the powers he had just acquired. Momonosuke had actually become a gigantic dragon, achieving more powers than he had previously as a small dragon. However, Yamato had previously seen Momonosuke saying that if he was a big dragon, he could fight Kaido, so in this way, we saw Yamato supporting Momonosuke to understand his own power. Yamato goes on to tell Momonosuke that dragons don't fly. In fact, what they do is run across the sky grabbing the clouds they create themselves, and then Yamato explains that these are the clouds called flaming clouds, as we always see Kaido doing during your transformation. After that we will have a change of scenery where we will see several rocks falling from Onigashima thanks to all the clashes that are happening in that place. In addition, Yamato makes a discovery that could completely change the course of the battle Luffy is living. Yamato goes on to say that observing Kaido, it was looking like the Emperor, who leads the Pirates of the Beasts, was having a weakening in his power, and that it seemed that Kaido's flaming clouds were now unstable and that everything could collapse at any moment. All of this would create an even bigger problem for the Samurai Union. After all, they are at that moment fighting to save Wano, and this battle is taking place in Onigashima, which keeps floating in the sky thanks to the flaming clouds that Kaido has inserted around the entire island. If Kaido really had to direct all his forces to battle Luffy, it would cause the clouds to cease to exist. In the end, the island of Onigashima would fall from the sky, hitting the flower capital, and that's something that Straw Hat's allies cannot allow to happen. Yamato then suggests that Momonosuke should use his dragon powers to create his own flaming clouds, and that way he should hold Onigashima. Momonosuke should use his powers to create clouds and prevent the floating island from falling into the flower capital. So while Luffy tries to defeat Kaido once and for all, Momonosuke would also have his own battle. Even though he was inexperienced in using his own powers, he would need to keep fully focused on saving the capital from flowers from the fall of Onigashima. So even though he doesn't participate in the main battle, he's also going to be very important in saving Wano from Kaido's plans, and now with his new transformation, he should probably already become Wano's Konohama's biggest protector after his father. And after this great battle of Luffy, we return to the battle of his companions against Kaido's allies. As we commented at the beginning of the video, the pirates who are part of the crew of the Emperor of Beasts noticed the arrival of Luffy. With the appearance of the Straw Hat Pirate alongside a mysterious giant dragon, Kaido's companions began to want to end that confrontation as quickly as possible to be at their leader's side. So finally we return to the battle of Zoro versus King. The Straw Hat Pirate continues to face the pirate who has mysterious powers, and as we've seen during past chapters, Zoro decided he would do whatever it took to defeat his opponent. The next thread of the leak then says that King transforms, which possibly refers to his devil fruit powers, as just like Kaido's greatest companions he possesses a Zoan, in King's case an ancestor Zoan. King has a Ryu no Mi in the Pteranodon model. As I mentioned, it is a devil fruit of the Zoan ancestral type, and in this case, it allows it to transform into a large dinosaur and gives it the ability to fly. But with his transformation, King starts to attack everyone who is present in place, and by what indicates the leak of the manga, King somehow uses his powers to attack his enemies and also his allies, which indicates that King's attack had great destructive power. But even so, Zoro stays in that confrontation and continues attacking the King with everything he had. Zoro is then able to get closer and perform a big attack that he was able to break part of King's mask. After that, the confrontation remains for a while until the moment when King is the one who has the advantage over that confrontation, all because right after that it is King who attacks. King's attack on Zoro was strong enough to hurl the Straw Hat Pirate swordsman out of the castle. After that, Zoro almost fell off the floating island Onigashima, which in that situation could take his life and end the battle once and for all. But Zoro manages to escape the fall that could take his life. He manages to maintain himself and after that again stands up, already saying that he would continue that confrontation until the end if necessary, giving his life to beat King if necessary, or he would fight until he was definitely defeated. Zoro goes on to tell King that he would never forgive his opponent if he didn't let him lose his life for a sword. After all, he was a swordsman, and with that, if that battle was going to lead to the end of his life, it should be in a confrontation between swordsmen, as was said in the battle against Mihawk at the beginning of the work. And King's answer to Zoro is that he also wouldn't forgive that pirate who was facing him. And with all that, we've come to the end of the threads of the leak in chapter 1027 of the manga. But we still have a lot more information about the events. Possibly we still have a lot more details about other points of the battle in Wano, where Luffy is still facing Kaido and should become the main focus of the manga from now on, until the moment he manages to finish that confrontation. Also interesting is King's apparent reaction to the destruction of his mask. After all, apparently when he told Zoro that he would never forgive him, he apparently referred to the Straw Hat Pirate's swordsman having broken part of his mask. Furthermore, we also saw that Zoro was only thrown out of the castle in Onigashima after breaking that mask, which means that Zoro's action ended up making King furious, which coupled with the revelation about the origins of his flaming powers, may mean we'll soon have some great explanation about King. And as we know, apparently the King is the only survivor of the Lunarias who possessed great firepower, recognized even by Edward Newgate, and we don't know what happened on the Red Line, and possibly everything that happened will be revealed during the battle of King and Zoro. But comment what you expect for chapter 1027 of the manga, and for Luffy's great battle against Kaido. Don't forget to leave your likes in the video to help the channel, and also subscribe if you're still new here. The channel is new and needs your help. Thank you so much for watching our video so far. Your support is very important. See you in the next video. Bye.